Alrighty then. Alright, today on Sneaky Snake Productions, we're going to talk about speckled king snake. This one's name is Novak. He's about 2 years old. Caught him this year. Good snake, never turns down food. And what's weird, king snakes are known for constrictors, but this one has a tendency to kind of smash it up against its cage. He is going to be a breeder. He's a keeper. He's a really good snake. Speckled king snakes only get about 4 or 5 foot usually, but there have been records of 6-footers, and you can get them out of there pretty good. I have seen some pretty big ones. 2 or 3 years ago, I caught a good-sized 4-footer. Now, we fed him the other day. This is like one of the warmest days we have, so I'm just going to kind of let him sit out on the rocks. Really good eater. These are extremist snake eaters, and they're kind of more aquatic than other king snakes. They'll feed on frogs, salamanders, anything else they feel like eating. We haven't had too many speckled kings. Good snakes, very, very beautiful animals. This one, we hope, is going to get really big, because you don't find that very many big king snakes out here no more. But the speckled king is the biggest of the Oklahoma king snakes. We have the prairie king and the speckled, and that's about it. See how he's doing that head motion right there? Or what he was doing? He's searching for, or it's just what they do when they're out in the sunlight. They're warming up. They just kind of move their head around, tasting the area for better. He's a good 2.5 feet long. He can feed on adult mice right now. He's a really good-sized snake. He's one of our better eaters and stuff. He never turns down food. He's feeding on adult mice to rat pups. And being a king snake, they are cannibalistic, and they're snake eaters. If I haven't mentioned that already, but I think I did. But yeah, they'll feed on birds, mice, and big ones will feed on on rats. That's a big one. They'll feed on other snakes, frogs. On the snakes, they will eat venomous snakes. They'll eat copperheads, which is on one of their diets. They'll eat small rattlesnakes like pygmy rattlers, and small timbers. Cottonmouths if needed to. But yeah, it was a nice day today, so I decided to bring him out and do this little documentary over him real quick. Now, speckled king snakes are kind of hard to find. We haven't found this many. We found, I think, 2 this year, 2 or 3. My friend said he's seen a giant, but he didn't catch it because his mom thought it was a venomous snake. But this is one of the best snakes to have, are king snakes. Good eaters, really strong, powerful animals. They'll eat birds, eat eggs, the smaller bird eggs. We just have this one feeding on rats, or rat pups, or adult mice. We can tell he's a male because when we found him, his hemipene was hanging out, but it's what they usually do when they're in the wild. You see how he's moving his tail really weird? It's just agitated or just sunning himself right now. He hadn't been outside in a while, so we decided to get him out here. But really powerful animals. They don't get too big. They're probably the smallest of the giant kings. And the giant kings include the common king, eastern king, California king, Florida king, and some of the others. But I think the Brooks king's somewhere in there. The speckled kings don't get as big as their cousins or whatever, but they can get 6 foot and maybe even bigger. But their heads are shaped a bit different too than other kings. It's a little bit longer. These guys, where we found them, will feed on garter snakes and any other prey item they can get their mouth on. They're really aggressive feeders. And hopefully we get some good-looking babies out of him. I want to breed him with either an albino or a California king. But yeah, this is Novak, our speckled king snake. You'll be seeing some of his babies after a while, and you might see his mate. This is Sneaky Snake Productions. Visit our website. Catch you later.